Today I'm going to show you how to do a quick responsiveness check. So let's say, for instance, like you're not a designer, but you just want to see how responsive your website is and also the look and feel of the design. Uh, the most important part is the white space. So you can see the spaces need to be, like your website need to have like a good white space, as you can see there. So you have those white space for readability. And then after that, if you want to check the grid, so you can see if I'm scrolling up here, yeah, I'm scrolling down a bit, you can see here. So everything is in line. So from the left side and the right side. So yeah, so you can see everything is aligned. And then you check spaces between column, between, like we have two columns here. You can see the spaces, they are really good. You see, so you must always make sure that the space, they're kind of like even. And so for good readability, you can see this is even, there's even. And then as you can see there, like for good readability there, you can see how the space is even. You can see between the grid of those blocks, and even if between the element, you can see how the space they're even there. So this is the way that you check the order of element when you are checking your responsiveness. Like here, so it's gonna need like a bit of space, a bit. So now if you, let's say for instance, you want to check now responsiveness, you do inspect element. So once you do inspect element, so now here Chrome does give you all those details there where you can check, you can see. And here we have different kind of system that you can check. So devices, we have iPhone 12 Pro, put 100%. You can see now here. The good part also like is the left and right space. You can see there we have a good space there, which is fine. And then here we have spaces between the button, which is fine. So like on mobile is to avoid the button link to be really attached and small, because when they're small, the clickability of it's going to be kind of difficult. But you need a big button like this, and then you have some spaces there. You can see like that. So you have the spaces between there. It's great, great. You can see you have good spaces there so that people, when they're on mobile, they're going to be able to read the stuff. Even the text sizes also is going to be reduced a bit on mobile. So you reduce the font size for the headings and also for the text. Certain text size can stay the same if they were 16 pixel or 18 pixel. But anything that is like 34 on mobile, on desktop, like 60 something on desktop, when they get to mobile, it must reduce, as you can see this one here. You can see that we have spaces, nice space there, so it must be even. You can see here they're even, left and right. Yeah, so this is kind of like a just a fast scan when you're doing your checking for responsiveness. So you just want to make sure that the box that you have on left and right, you must always have spaces. You can see still we have spaces there, we have spaces there. Right. So yeah, so this is the way that of checking the stuff. So you have for the phone, and then we have iPad, the same way that we have with iPad. With iPad, we can keep two columns, and after that, you just try to balance the font size a bit, and then you can see spaces, say spaces, and then font size. Those are the things that you have to check on, so that they can be like readable. You can see that it's easy to read, it's easy to consume the content. Yeah, so you can see like that. We have some space there. Yeah, so this is the way that you do your stuff there, where is easy to manage. So you need white space so that the eyes can properly read content and consume content. So you don't need to have like a bigger font to keep the later, for instance, on mobile. If you had on desktop, this later, for instance, here was 64, and then you keep that 64 on small devices size, and then that is going to be kind of like very huge area. So you're going to have to reduce the font size so that it might be like readable easily for the user, like the above the fold sections. All right. So, and then when it comes to things like slider, the same thing. So the slide can come two column or one column, and then the balance of this button here also need to be balanced. As you can see, this cursor here, you see, so it can be almost the same size. You see, so or it can just be hidden so that people can just swap. Yeah, so it just depend on how you're gonna set it up. Yeah, and then all the item need at least a 50 pixel width and height when it comes to above. So 50 pixel height and width. It must be more than that. So the list must be 50 pixels so that as you can see this cursor here. So that's must be able to click. Those are the clickable elements. So it must be easy, kind of like easy to click those stuff as you can see, and then easy to click those elements. All right. So yeah, this is the way of setting up the. This is the way of testing your. If you really want to test your stuff nicely, your responsiveness. This is the way of testing your responsiveness using Chrome, and then it can just be any browser tab, so which you can do that as well. Yeah, great stuff. Thank you.